Hi everyone, this is Shay, and today I have a video for you from World of Tanks. And this video I saved because I was working on my marks of excellence. When I go play World of Tanks, I don't necessarily go in for a grind on a tank. I have a lot of tanks I never finished out or anything else like that. I was one of the disillusioned players from 3 years ago when they did the major update that really it nerfed the player base. It didn't nerf tanks. It didn't nerf all the years of hard work of getting 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 point commanders all went away. Do I think the game's better now than it was then? No, I don't. It's still about the same, but the player base hasn't changed. As you can see, I was planning on going northwest part of the map. Didn't happen. I like to go brawl up there with my heavy tanks and some medium tanks, depending on what types they are. But as you can see, my team did the typical lemming rush. Everyone's going down that K line. And at this point, chuckling to myself, going, this is a loss. How can I make this not a loss? Well, working on marks of excellence, I need to get some vision. And when you give up an entire we gave up 75% of this map. And for our team to be successful, we need scouts. Our mediums aren't scouting. They're just pushing along up forward. That's not really scouting. That's just pushing. They're trying, I guess they're trying to wolf pack their way, which is not a bad tactic, but they lost their heavies on that hill a long time ago, so they don't have big gun support other than from my position here. And this is why I came here. This is a great place to get cross shots on everything hiding behind those little hills that I think they're protected by all the mediums and stuff pushing that way. And as you can see, I start seeing tanks coming up from right above me. And this is secrets on mark of excellence and getting your scouting. Being in a position to help your team. And since I'm the most forward, I'm the one getting the spotting damage. I just did almost 1,000 damage on that single shot there, but we're at 800 spotting, and that number's going to climb really fast here. Look at that, 1,200, 1,400, just shy of 1,500. We already got 15 hits for 1,500 damage from the other side of the map. And most of those tanks couldn't see them if I was not in this position. So, what I was saying earlier is putting yourself in the spot to make yourself successful. And for marks of excellence, scouting is just as valuable as raw damage. In fact, I think it's more valuable because it's easier to attain if you're positioning yourself right, putting yourself where you have the support of your teams. You got to be out more front. You got to learn how to trade your hit points a lot more effectively to stay alive longer, because the longer you're alive, the better your marks of excellence will go up. And you'll see some battles where it only goes up maybe 0.2% to sometimes 2%, just depending on how well the game is. In a game like this, we already did just shy of 1,000 damage and 1,500. That's enough to already move the needle up for a KV-2. And that's not raw damage, that's all assisted damage. Any raw damage on this point is just bonus. And as you can see, I'm moving back to our base because our base is threatened. We have really not many people there to defend other than me and what tank destroyer and a medium in the back there. You know, so they're still my support guns. I'm still getting spotting damage from guns behind me. It's like I am literally spotting for my team with one of the worst vision vehicles in the game at its tier. It's not impossible. You don't expect every game to turn out like this. I'm not saying it will, because not every game is a bunch of lemon rushes. Some games you're gonna run across, a good balance of teams, some really good players that know how to counteract what you're doing. You just gotta learn to adapt to what each game gives you. In this game, I adapted early, and we were able to take advantage of that fact. And here we're just gonna finish up this last heavy tank. And that's pretty much the end of the game for us at this point. Last, our team's just gonna mop up the artillery. This in 5 minutes time, 14 tanks, what 4,200 combined damage, 1,800 scouting, and 20 just shy of 2,500 um, raw damage. And I was only using HE derp on this. I wasn't using AP. Just just doing the typical KV-2 thing. Derp my way across the map. We didn't overdo anything. We just played within our means, stayed alive. We only had 5 hits this game for 2,500 damage. That's pretty good. But we had 18 hits for 1,800 damage from fellow tankers. That was huge. So that's the way this game's going to end. As you can see, you could scout in any tank. It doesn't have to be a light tank. It doesn't have to be a medium tank. It can be a heavy tank with poor vision. Just take advantage of the situation that's given to you. Just learn to adapt, and you'll be fine. And we got best in game and scouting and damage, and we're looking at 74.59 for my mark of excellence. So it's slowly on a rise, and we were number one on our team. Anyways, guys, you have a great day. Thanks for watching, and have fun.